Welcome to the bracket, episode 100. Today we are debating the goofiest thing. We had a lot of plans for this episode. I was considering and asking around, trying to work schedules out to try and get Coley Mick back on. We were going to try and get Owen on, Jeff on, all these things. Just scheduling-wise and technology-wise, I don't think we're there just yet. But I'm going to try and we'll do that next time we get like enough people together. Wow. We'll do like a big full reunion.
To see Coley.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I worked hard with trying to get scheduling opened up with Coley. I mean, we'll work it out eventually.
This has to be a nightmare to schedule.
Yeah, dude, this is my Tuesday every day. Kelly was like, "Oh, you're dressing up for the thing." I'm like, "Dude, my Tuesdays are dead. I do not do anything but live and breathe this."
Wait, are you not in a costume right now, Kenjac?
Yeah, as a dick, I get. What's the joke?
The mustache, man. I don't know.
It was
Tom Selleck.
I had a mustache because I had a Halloween party, like a kid's Halloween party on. You'd probably be excited about that. A kid's Halloween party over the weekend.
And
I gotta have a mustache for this kid's Halloween.
I was dressed up as a chef, and my fiance was pizza, and she made me do the mustache, and now she hates it. I was like, "This is so fucking sorry, dude. Your fault."
You chose pizza?
I'm the chef. She's the pizza.
Okay.
And I needed to be the Italian chef, like this, the Chef Boyardee type guy. I know what joke you're going for.
Pizza, or is that just a pizza?
I was wondering the same thing, KB.
A chef is more of an entree.
That's true, but I guess like the myth.
Oh, that's a good.
You're like the guy in the box.
Yeah,
Hey,
like the
you guys
burrito.
weren't a good couple. Wait a minute. We need to discuss your costume with your girlfriend, Kyle.
Where were you?
Yeah.
She was a Jolly Rancher and he was a chimney sweep. Those are the coolest in the world.
What was the thinking there?
I didn't know you had to do a couple's costume.
You gotta.
Why were you a chimney sweep?
It was just one of the available costume sets at the store.
Why would that ever be available? I guess actually I know why it's available. No one's taking it.
You dig their vibe, I guess.
It wasn't too over. It was like just like a old time outfit.
How does one become a chimney sweep? It feels like there's a lot of blackface.
Like the trousers, the Victorian era. A lot of cold.
Yeah,
a lot of soot on the face.
Oh wait,
Did you
Clemmer?
Did you hear about that?
Clemmer, tell fights your story.
KB blind applied the soot, and we had a soot overload.
Yeah.
We cannot send the picture.
Fights. You ever hear Clemmer's Ash story?
No.
Yeah, when I was 3 years old, my parents bought a house in Deer Park, Long Island, and it was an older house, and they used coal, and I had never seen coal before. And I didn't have any rules growing up. I didn't have a curfew. I could do whatever I wanted to all the time. And I asked my father, I said, I want to play in that. He says, go for it. So I just covered head to toe in coal dust. My mom gets home, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I guess I had to take a bath for a long time, but I was head to toe. And these guys were insinuating I was in like black dust at 3. Blackface at 3. Excuse me.
You were.
I was, I guess.
Yeah, no,
not just face though. I went full. I committed.
You went gas with
it.
Yeah. As Tommy joins us, and before we get into the actual meat and potatoes of the bracket, let's talk about body armor. Lights Camera Barstool and the bracket are brought to you by Body Armor. Real hydration, real ingredients, packed with electrolytes, vitamins, and nothing artificial. Body Armor has great tasting flavors like strawberry banana and blue raspberry. You got a whole fridge of it behind us. And not only do we hydrate with Body Armor here, but some of the best athletes in the world do as well, like Christian McCaffrey scored a touchdown yesterday. Sunday. Joe Burrow scored a touchdown. Yeah, CD Lamb scored 2 touchdowns. 3?
I want to say
2
and a shit ton of yards. Bryce Young and Ronald Acuna as well.
Bryce Young got his first win.
Yep, there you go. It's all coming together now. A whole bunch of people use Body Armor. We love it here. Drink it all the time. They have it sent to my house, the pH water one. After any night of drinking, pH water, feel great the next day. And I think also the flavored ones too. They have a coconut. I think they use coconut water in a lot of them. I'm a big coconut water guy, and I just love it mixed with anything. I know you guys are coconut.
I know Tommy.
Coconut dessert haters. It was just different.
I like coconut.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like honey.
Coconut, yeah.
Coconut.
I said that normally. I'm not even going to hear that I didn't say that normally.
Did you watch the video of you saying it last week?
Yeah, I said it a little bit weird last week.
Just a little bit.
Kind of weird there too, but that's all right.
Body Armor is available in stores nationwide, but you can head on over now to Body Armor store on Amazon and get yours today. We love Body Armor here. I'm going to ask real quick, Jason, is the chair that his feet are on in the shot at all, like blocking Klemmer? No? Just go ahead. Just want to double check and make sure. Okay, the bracket, episode 100, goofiest thing. First matchup of the day, we have our 5 seed versus our 12 seed. The number 5 seed is running full speed into a realistic tunnel entrance painted on a desert rock.
Oh, this is good every time.
That's goofy.
The skill that it takes to paint something so realistic.
That he runs straight into it full speed.
Dude, oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, please. Tell
I
us.
was gonna say I think those things are so dumb. Like I got as a
Yeah.
cartoon, as a cartoon, I'd see that as a kid and be like, "That's so stupid. How are you so dumb?" And then like you ever like gone to a museum where they kind of have like something like that painted, like where the elevator shaft.
Yeah, it's happened to Jason.
That's terrifying.
Skip.
There was we were in Amsterdam, I think, and there was at one of the museums. It was like this optical illusion where like it looked like people were sitting on the ceiling. I still don't know how they did it.
Was that the Anne Frank Museum?
No, the Anne Frank Museum was very underwhelming. I didn't go in. The lines are very long. Didn't have time. But I'm just gonna.
It's disrespectful.
I'm not doing very. Dude, it was crazy. They did have very good pancakes across the street. Bro, the Anne Frank Museum is actually very taken over by capitalism. It is all fucking like it's a Starbucks inside it and shit. My point here is that it's easier to run into a wall than you think. That's what I'm trying to get.
That's how you got to it.
How good of an artist would you need to be to trick Mincy?
Oh my god.
Just put widespread panic on a wall and run into it.
Yeah, could you write the word tunnel on the wall?
In black Arial font, and he just runs right into it.
Oh man, I did it again.
That's going up against the number 12 seed. I'm gonna try and do this right. Yelling, "Yow!" when something hurts. If anyone could do that better.
You like hammer your thumb and it's big and red.
I'm thinking like a very specific Tom scream from Tom and Jerry.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you like pause for a second, and
yeah.
then the pain hits you and you yelp.
Tommy, do it.
That
was so good.
That was really good.
How
Thank you.
was that a little gay, though?
Not that good.
Let's start with you, KB. Running full speed into a tunnel. Or screaming, "Yow!" when you're running.
I'm
meant to
stuck
be the
on the
championship.
yow. I think you can go a lot of ways with that. I can go with that.
Nick.
Yeah, it's like it's a little second in between. You look at the camera and then just let out your biggest yow. I think this one has more uses. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, or you conk your head. There's birds flying over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take your hat and there's a lump. The lump on your head pushes up. your
Pushes
hat.
up the hat, yeah. Tweet. The stars are coming out. Fights.
Yeah, as someone who defended previously running into walls and things like that, I don't think that's goofy. I think that can happen to anybody. But a good
That's good too. That's right.
That was
That was
very
it.
good.
That was it.
Well, not as gay as
Hurting
it needed.
themselves and unironically doing that.
Much more heterosexual.
Like imagine if a player tore his ACL running back and you heard that.
Oh, fucking like Kirk Cousins just let that yelp out when the Achilles goes. It'd be so funny.
He would have.
That's a guy that would do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Klemmer.
Yeah, I've hit my thumb with a hammer, and I did yell out. So there is some truth in
You
that.
can-
Oh,
Use
you
your
must
thumb
do
for
a
a nail.
great yow.
Yeah, it's yow!
That's good
God.
too.
Wow, you guys are good over there. Damn, New York boys are good.
We're the yow office now.
Yeah.
Forget the comedy office.
Oh, shit.
No, a good yow is funnier than any joke.
So you're going with the yow?
Yes.
It's 4 for the yow already off the
Yeah,
bat.
I'll go with there's just something funny about people getting hurt, something goofy about people getting hurt, and to throw in the goofy yow, send it along.
Got to go with the goofy yow. Shout out to the Rockets. Marty.
Yeah, Yao Ming. Was that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Nice. It's got to be Yao. I could listen to someone say Yao nonstop.
Well, we've all done it.
You haven't done it, or yeah?
I started. I was the first one.
If KB does it, I'll do it.
That was almost too excited. You gotta be hurt.
I didn't know. I'm trying to think. I get tripped and then do a gainer.
Yours has to be cool. You have to do a gainer.
Yeah, that's what they do. They get tripped into like a front.
Oh, they
foot.
do. Yeah, they do tripping the gators.
Yeah, you gotta like. It's like a.
That's
You guys got it. I don't got it.
so you're gonna go with the yow?
Yeah, 100%. Man, that was fun.
Yeah, that was the yow's gonna move on. Next, we have the number 4 seed versus 13 seed. The 4 seed is spilling anything, but especially if there's a long fumble first. So like you're like, you try to hold it and it goes down anyway.
Dude, I've spilled for like 2 minutes before.
The long fumble makes it so much worse. And that's going up against the number 13 seed. You kind of mentioned it before, just Mincy. Ben Mintz made the bracket of the goofiest things. And he's just a walking goof. Like everything he does is goofy as hell. So we'll start with you, Mush.
That's tough. I mean, it's basically spilling something against him opening up that box with the bobblehead, because the amount of flurries that were coming out of that thing was crazy. He just has no awareness of anything around him either, which makes him like even goofier. Mm-hmm. But spilling something at like dinner is one of the most embarrassing things you can do, I feel like. But I'm going Mincy. Mincy has so many different categories to him.
Mm-hmm. I was telling them before, we were trying to schedule a dozen match with Mincy, and it was we were gonna record tomorrow. And he's like, sorry, fellas, Halloween, can't do it. And we're like, what do you mean? And he's like, you have plans or something? He's like, no plans, but gonna dress up and have fun. And we're like, you don't even have plans? You're 40 years old.
Wait, that sounds like plans.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to dress up. He's like, but he doesn't have plans yet. He just wants to dress up and
He's going to dress up and wait for the potential.
So he couldn't record because he had to wait for plans to open up. Fucking treat. Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a decision we all have to make here of how far do we push Ben Mintz through this bracket. I'm going to go personally with the spirit of the bracket pick, and I'm going to take the spilling. I think the spilling is funny, especially like dropping something, like fumbling it around, like you said. It's almost really cool if you catch it on like one of the last-ditch efforts, but to dropping something, I'm going to go with that.
Because you also know everyone's talking about you in their head right now. And when they do it at dinner, and everyone's like, oh, don't worry about it, but everyone hates you.
Yep. Sanctity of the bracket pick was the term we went with, right?
Yeah, what did I say?
Spirit of the bracket?
Oh, sanctity of the bracket.
Sanctity of the bracket pick. Klemmer?
This is a tough one for me. So I worked at McDonald's in the late 90s. We had like brown plastic trays we'd give customers. And this is back in the day when we get the drinks for the people themselves. So I put the drink on the tray, the soda, and inevitably, at least once a month, someone would have that thing where they'd fall and the soda would go all over them, all over everybody. It was always a good like once a month laugh.
Tray spills are good, yeah.
It was great. And but then again, like I've never met anyone quite like Ben Mintz. I mean, even today he got the name of Kate's baby wrong. Like, I mean, like in a tweet. Like,
wait, what'd he say?
He said, so Kate put out a tweet.
I thought the last name was the first name.
Yeah. He's like, good morning. Kate's tweet is, good morning from all from 9.94 pounds of buckshot Alpha Force Cassidy. Yeah. We are over the moon in love. Very nice tweet. And then Mincy writes, congrats, Kate. Cassidy is a lucky kid. Like, he thought the baby.
What? Jesus Christ.
Come on.
He was reading it like a fucking Chinese last name.
Like, how do you...
It went surname first.
Like,
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, you felt it.
So I almost...
Wait a minute. You go by Kenjac. You made your name Chinese.
Yeah, and you just figured this out?
I understand Tommy's point, but at least for this matchup, I have to go with Ben Mintz.
Ben Mintz. All right, fights.
Yeah, I agree with Tommy's point as well. But when spilling something with a long fall was announced, I thought this is going to be impossible to beat. Mm-hmm. And then you said Ben Mintz, and I went, beat it. It was just my gut reaction, having fished with Ben Mintz over the summer and just observed him on the boat. It was the goofiest day of my life. It was like, he honestly, on that trip, he barely said anything. It was just watching him. It was watching him get so sunburned. He didn't have any sunburn. So then he tied a makeshift bonnet onto his head where he had a hat, and then he took like a fishing shirt and tied that under his chin, and then he just sat in the corner of the boat and just rocked and like would have these little fits, and it was all just incredibly goofy. And it's a no-brainer for me. It's Ben Mintz. I didn't think anything was going to be able to beat it.
I've seen him. I've hung out with him at Ole Miss, and like him at his home is one of the fucking craziest things you'll ever. Like the way he just moves and makes everything about himself, even there, is incredible.
Well, everything at Ole Miss is about.
It's about Ben
They have
True.
statues.
Is he loved there? Is that, or is he not really back there?
No, he's like there was
guy.
I was at so many different crawfish boils that it was insane. Like he was every group, he had a guy there.
Just thinking about the fishing, him trying to like keep his balance on a canoe or something would be really funny. Like, him trying to, like, stand
I need to see Mints on a canoe now.
up, just like tip away.
Do they admire him?
Yeah.
Or they were like respect him?
Oh yeah. He had
He's
like
the guy, man.
he had like 40,
No, I like that. I just wonder what their reaction.
and he does this thing. Like, he has like 47 tickets to the game, so he just picks which one's the best. Like, he just
That's just him. So you're going with Ben Mintz fights, right?
Yes, definitely.
Nick.
Oh man, this is tough because the long spill is so embarrassing, and the judgy looks you get. People forget all their past spills when somebody spills.
oh yeah.
I think for this one, like Mintz's first imagery of him in this office was hilarious. Every new picture of Mintz is hilarious. Him at the streams, but just far back out of the room, and now he's just gone already. He's gone again.
Yep.
Of course.
Well, it's Halloween.
Did you ever see one
Yeah.
picture of him in the like somebody made him a sweatshirt at like some Louisiana thing?
Yes.
This is so fucking.
Yeah, thinking back, his bag is too deep, his catalog too great, his discography near perfect. I'm going to go Mintz here.
Do you think anyone else has a job in the world to just exist and be themselves? Because like
But Marty, by
here.
definition, that's not a job.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's his job.
It's probably true. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, true. Like Ben Mint, like he doesn't like he just has to wake up and go about his day, and inevitably content will come from it.
Yes, and then that's not even a slight. Like it's funny.
Yeah.
I want him to do that.
Yeah. And then the emails to Dave after.
Right.
Just listen to
Oh,
the same thing 10
We
times.
tried giving him one thing to do, and he said the N-word immediately.
This
Now
Mike,
it's
don't
just
ask
back,
anything.
now back to him just living.
Just nothing live anymore. Nothing live.
KB.
Yeah, I think Ben Mintz in like 12,000 different combinations epitomizes a goofball bracket. I'm thinking of him with like his loose watch, his hoodie drawstrings down to his knees, speaking in onomatopoeia and wingdings.
Oh, yeah.
You got to just make sure you Yeah, what are you going to have like maybe 5 Pretty damn good. Feels damn good to be back.
Like,
We could have done goofiest Ben Mintz moments
yeah.
for the whole bracket.
there could be 16 of them. Yeah.
Forgot about the drawstrings on his trash. That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, the longest drawstrings on the come to the sip the hoodie.
Okay, so Ben Mintz is going to move on. Now we have the number 8 seed versus the 9 seed. The 8 seed is slipping on a banana peel, which is kind of the inspiration for the whole bracket. Like the first person, I forget the name, the person who submitted it, but he said like that was the first example, just slipping on a banana peel, wiping out, and I think in like the slide whistle sound effect too, like, and it gets to go down and all that. And that's going up against the number 9 seed. Just fat guys doing most anything. So just like big fatsos doing funny things just makes people laugh. It's just like 9 out of like 10 times. It's just funny. Start with you, KB.
Yeah, maybe I'm just desensitized to it, so I don't know if the fat thing is as goofy as it once was. I think slipping on the banana peel is like the Ben Franklin's kite of goofy. So that I'll go with that.
Has anyone here ever seen anyone slip on a banana peel?
So that's what I was about to bring up.
I kind of did once.
It's become you did once.
Yeah, like, but not a true slip. I had a banana peel on the ground. I didn't see it
Oh,
there,
you did.
and I did one of those, but I didn't
That's
like
a
fall
slip.
down on my ass.
But like, why was the banana peel on the ground?
Yeah.
It wasn't yours.
It wasn't mine.
We
Yeah, how
was
did that
it was
become
in-
the thing?
It was in a school cafeteria. I don't know whose it
Oh,
was.
that's exactly where I saw it. We did it. We were doing it intentionally. Like it was scientific research. Like we'd been playing a lot of Mario Kart. We're like, I don't even think you'd slip on a banana. And then some kid walked on a banana, and you slip.
No one laughed when I did it. I don't think it was even like a stage thing with mine. You know what I mean? Like no one even noticed it.
That's so sad.
That much work.
I had
Never
to-
slid on a banana
I
peel and
told
no one
friend-
laughed.
I told friends later, and they're like,
I imagine if you
100 years
if
old?
you slip, it's almost like if a piece of loose leaf like just goes like whoop 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 like slowly falls down.
Klemmer pole.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
like a feather.
it's like feathers its way down. So banana peel slip for KB, but Nick.
I mean, we've all been around since like the beginning of the internet, and fat doing things has always been a thing. and I think I'm tired of it.
Dude, it's Barstool.
Yeah.
There's 4 people employed for that.
It's just everyone. That's what we do.
So we're
is
ending gambling streams now.
I will say it depends on the thing they're doing. You ever see that video of like the 2 really fat guys doing the dance where like the one guy flips over the other guy and then he starts
Those guys
breakdancing?
rock.
Like that's always funny.
I
to
don't
me.
know
It's
if
awesome.
is it goofy though?
I think it's a little goofy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't-
No, I think it's more. It's like a curiosity. I'm gonna go banana peel here. It's a blue blood of Goofy.
That's fair.
I'm more impressed when fat people do things. Like Big Ev diving was incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
amazing.
with you on that.
But I'm thinking more goofy. Things,
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know
I mean?
what you
Like
mean.
if he was riding a tandem bike, that would be hilarious. You know what I mean? But him doing
Yeah.
the dive is impressive.
Like him double jumping on a trampoline on somebody. would be goofy.
Wait a minute. pretty goofy. Or just like getting your thumb stuck in the bowling ball and you go down the lane as well. That's goofy for anybody.
That's goofy.
goofy. Fights.
I'm gonna go slip on a banana peel. I think I've seen it once. It's like a shooting star, and it was very goofy. It was. I mean, because falling on a banana peel, if you haven't seen it, it almost guarantees you're falling into a split. So then you're getting kind of an appetizer
2
or
for
a
1.
side dish of someone's groin getting hurt, and that really ups the ante.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good point. Yeah, I guess you kind of need to slip on both feet for you to actually fall.
Yeah, no, you kind of just slide out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like,
It's
even
goofy.
you just kick in there, you fall by your head. Yeah, no, it's funny
Yeah.
stuff. It's goofy.
Wait, is there any bananas in the kitchen right there?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I only
You
saw
guys go-
apples.
You go pop one in the hallway behind you.
I think we only have apples right
Oh my
now.
God.
oh really?
Apples and full-size Snickers bars.
I've had,
Well, Marty's,
bizarre.
Marty's eating all of them.
I've had 4 of them. It's,
Yeah.
My stomach's killing me.
Yeah, they heard our
Really
last
good,
episode of the candy bracket. Every time. Dude, he processes it faster than we can. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Every time. Klemmer.
Yeah, I don't think it's. KB said it best. Desensitized, and I kind of think that's how it is working here with the fat people thing.
That was so mean.
Well, no, the
I'm
bit,
gonna say
the bit with them being goofy.
There's not as many fat people here as
Out of
I
shape
think
people.
we think.
By the
Yes, there
plenty,
is.
but
Yes,
I don't know if like it's
All right, name them. Name them, boys.
I that's what I'm saying. Who else? Who like I think
Well,
I think we're probably
Frankie Pirelli.
Frankie
Frankie
Pirelli,
Pirelli, obviously, yeah.
I think we're probably a pretty
Tommy,
decent,
you're right.
I think we're probably a pretty decent sample size of America.
Yeah.
No,
wait.
for America, but not for New York.
Right.
I don't
Yes.
know.
I mean,
Klemmer's New York obese.
Oh, yeah.
We lost Doug's. Like that's one.
But I
off the
count
board.
him in part
That
of
was
this.
a
It's like,
big loss.
we still work with him
Literally.
for a year.
we
though.
have someone that looks like Trenton Doug's now.
Yeah, who is that guy?
I have
saw
no
him.
idea. We just saw him
Oh
today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we got a new one.
No, he's the foreplay guy.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. Unless it's
Oh,
No.
Kyle.
you're being
Kyle
no,
Tim?
fat.
No,
He's
that's not
jacked.
him.
He's
That's
not
not
fat.
him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
it's
think.
No, fights. You haven't seen this guy.
Oh, okay.
He's
Okay.
new.
Yeah.
I was thinking the trend. I thought the Doug's thing was overplayed. If we're talking about Kyle.
No,
No.
it's not him. I know who that is.
So you go with the banana peel, Tommy.
I mean, yeah, the banana peel. It's the epitome. I've never seen it. I'm sure it's goofy, but I'll go with the fat. I don't know, fat people do. Fat people falling is funny still, so I'll go with the fat.
I feel bad.
What do you mean?
I don't.
No,
They're so embarrassed. Like
I genuinely feel bad. Like
For a
I do
banana
too.
peel?
no, banana peel's funny. A fat person. Like,
What if a fat person went on the banana
No.
peel?
Oh my God.
That would be incredible. Would you feel bad for that?
what if the banana peel was like, yeah,
No.
No, I think they want you to laugh. Like if they're doing something funny, not if they do something.
No, I think it's a
clumsy.
projection. I think it's the only way they can feel like they can get admiration or love.
Yeah.
That's we got
never
deep
thought
there,
about it,
but yeah, when you make fun of yourself for being fat, you usually don't like being fat.
Marty.
Banana peel. It's kind of like I think Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer did this. Like, no one really has. Like it's like cow tipping. You know, no one's actually really done it, but you think it's a real thing. And I think that I want to believe that slipping is a real thing, so I'm going to go with bananas.
Bananas. All right, bananas going to move on. Now we have the one versus the chain game. We'll do the chain game first. Got an interesting one. And we actually have a couple playing games today because there's a lot of really good options. The first chain game, the first option is slipping and falling down the spiral staircase at the Apple store. had to be included. Wind up chatter teeth. Just
Wow, that's great.
shit, and they go.
That is goofy.
Holy shit! Yeah, yeah.
Imagine the pitch meeting for that.
Fucking chatter teeth. These kids are gonna go nuts for it.
Their fucking feet on this mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they did. I mean, they stuck around in
things are
cultural
awesome.
lexicon, like dudes making the motorboat sound and face and shake when they see a good set of boobs.
Yeah.
You wanna?
I don't know if that's goofy.
Nick, you want to give the example?
I don't do that.
Yeah, you respect them too much. Okay. Tripping over shoelace. That's usually.
I've never done that in my entire life. I think you're an
stepped on your shoelace?
absolute moron if
I
you
do that
slip
all
on.
the time.
Are you serious?
Like stepped on a loose one and
yeah, I think stepping on your own shoelaces is one of the stupidest things you could do as a human.
I've
I've
never
done it.
fell.
That's crazy.
Happened to
never
me.
done
I was on a date. I was on a date at a house party in college, and I was peeing outside, and I stepped. My shoelace got caught in like the hook of my boot, and I fell into my own piss mud. And I just left my date. I left my date at the house party. I just went home.
You guys still dating? For sure.
Yeah, Marty, we are.
You took a date to a house party? I still don't.
That was the first.
No, we were like we went out to eat and then went out to this party afterwards.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That makes
college
more
is not
sense.
that
I've never. I will never. Won't happen. It will never happen to me.
All right.
I've stepped on it, but
get
not
upset.
like fell over. Of like
Yeah, you just kind
Never.
of
you quick stumble.
Yeah.
Something like that. Walking out of the bathroom with toilet paper stuck on your shoe. I've never seen this either, but it is.
I've
It's
seen
fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
I don't think I've
awful.
ever
3
seen
weeks
it.
ago, Columbia, Missouri, White Sox Dave, unironically, footage about 30 minutes, had just toilet paper.
Oh yeah, didn't you tweeted that, right? Or somebody
did, yeah.
I
And I was
saw
just, how does that happen?
It does happen.
I haven't seen it. I'd love to watch.
Usually just like one ply though, and like you can't really see.
Yeah, like
it.
His was like,
Yeah, his was a. Yeah.
and is it shit that acts as the adhesive?
No, the water.
Oh,
water on the floor.
Or-
Oh, okay.
You'll find this a lot on an airplane.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen it on an airplane.
Yeah, I've seen it on an airplane. Not necessarily, to be fair here, not necessarily I don't see it happen, but I will see like the stray piece of toilet paper on the aisle on the walk back.
Mhm.
Like someone will have lost it.
Had to get out there somewhere.
Yeah.
And lastly, a plumber's butt crack showing when they bend over to unlock or to fix your sink, whatever.
that's
Pretty goofy.
Plumber's crack is
That's
always
pretty
goofy.
goofy.
Seeing a guy's butt crack is always a little bit goofy. Also, Ben Mintz, serial offender of butt cracking. Okay, so chain game options once again. Falling down the spiral staircase at Apple. Wind up chatter teeth. The motorboat sound and face when you see boobs. Walking into a bathroom or walking out of the bathroom with toilet paper in a shoe. Tripping over a shoelace and a plumber's butt crack. We'll start with you, Marty. Which one of these do you want to go up against the one seed?
My brother is a crackaholic. It's like I've never seen so much of his crack. We start playing games in our family. Even at Thanksgiving, it's like over 4.
Crackhead. Could have said crackhead. You should have said crackhead. Actual term. You went with the holic.
Crackaholic.
Right there.
I was so close.
He's a crackaholic.
We're almost there.
Bro. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Holy shit.
He's a crackaholic.
Alcoholic outside.
Yeah, I'm an alcohol head.
Alcoholic dancing outside the store.
But yeah, his crack's always out, man. It's
Dude.
always out. But I'm gonna go with the chatter teeth. I like the chatter teeth. That's funny.
We had a girl in my high school that's crack was always that. We called her Count Crackula,
Oof.
which also crackhead would have made more sense, but Count Crackula was what you
That
got.
sounds alike.
Yeah. Tommy?
Crackaholic, sick.
I like the toilet paper one. I've seen it actually happen a decent amount. I think it's It implies that you just took a shit, which is goofy. You get some bathroom humor in there. It's embarrassing. Hell, you could maybe trip on the toilet paper. Or like, even what's more goofy is when you realize it's there and you gotta
Oh,
you gotta take it off.
You
and
do it
you
the other
can't
foot.
get it off.
Only you would trip on toilet paper.
yeah. How do you trip on that?
Well, if you're step ahead.
Yeah.
And,
Wait, this has happened to you?
The most flattest thing.
Flattest
I can
terrible
conceive
thing. It's just like
I'm going with the toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
It's one of the most embarrassing things that could happen to somebody.
yes.
Klemmer?
Yeah, it's I have an Uber story I needed to share.
Hit it.
All right, I was telling Fights this. It's still kind of like bizarre to me. So I took an Uber home last night. I was streaming the game late, and the Uber driver was like scratching. Like I couldn't really see. He just like was scratching. I'm like, oh, gross. You have bed bugs. What's going on there? It's weird, right? He's always scratching.
It's a weird
Head
first
bugs.
thought,
Why would he
Gav.
go?
I don't know. Why is he scratching? I was just always afraid of bugs.
He's got an itch.
I'm
maybe?
afraid of bugs. He's scratching. Now I had the giant suitcase with me yesterday because I brought in my Halloween costume, and we had a commercial shoot yesterday, so I had all the stuff. So he gets out of the car to help me with my suitcase. The guy had a big boner. I think he was jacking off. Like he's pitching a tent in his sweatpants. And I'm like,
Lord.
and it was like, that's kind of fucked up. So like that's
He had a big boner.
What?
Not just a boner.
no, not like it wasn't.
He had a big boner.
No, I shouldn't have said that.
Hard, girthy.
He wasn't that big. This guy was not that well endowed. It was like a chub mixed with boner, like, but it wasn't huge. But
Oh, now it's not a big boner.
No, it was not a big boner. It's a.
Oh, now it was a
Well, what is it?
It was a.
Did this even happen?
No, 3/4.
Flip flopping.
No, 3/4 of an erection. So
That's not a big
not a
boner.
big boner.
That's not a big.
no,
not
not
even
like
a
a
boner
porn
at all.
star.
So
No,
you
but
got
it
a
was
good
still,
look. You got a good look at this.
I did.
And did you say anything?
I didn't know what. I gave him 5 stars. I didn't know what to do. He got me a suitcase and I made like I'm like, oh, it's getting chilly out. I don't know what to say. And I got my suitcase and just went away. I didn't know what to do.
You said it's getting chilly out here. What are you
Dude,
gonna
Now
I'm
your
gonna
dong's so
nominate
small?
you for this.
Yes,
that,
there
dude.
is.
So that was not goofy.
Seeing a
That-
guy's
Do you
boner
think
and being
you
like,
got in the
"Chilly,
car?"
huh?"
Wait, say it again, Kevin.
That's goofy.
That's
Seeing a
not-
dude's boner and be like, it's getting chilly out.
Here's 5 stars.
that was good, but
All right.
like I did not feel like
I'm adding that to the chain game. Klemmer saying
Being a big
Chilly
boner and
out.
just talking about the weather.
I didn't know what do I say? What would you have said?
Why are you jerking off in the
Nothing.
car?
I couldn't. I mean, he's in front of my house.
Thank you for the ride.
No,
I really
I
think he was jerking off.
I don't know. Why would he have
Maybe he was.
How long was he scratching for?
the whole ride, which is like, but he would go off and on. He scratched like 5 minutes, off 5 minutes. It's a half-hour drive. I don't know. Like, it wasn't like he had come over his pants, but he had like 3/4 of a chub, of like a boner, like a more than a chub.
You sure it wasn't like a pants tent?
or like his phone.
Do you think
It was not his phone. You know, phone right here.
Do you
it
think
was
he
fun-
saw you and was like,
What type of pants did he have on?
Sweatpants,
What color?
I'm gonna.
like darkish gray.
Oh yeah, you saw,
Not
you
that.
saw that print, didn't you?
This is.
I didn't know what to do. So the reason I bring it up is because that was not goofy. That was made me like it was kind of weird.
That was no
Very
part of any.
Yeah,
of
you
that.
non
brought it up.
sequitur at
You
all.
just made that up yourself.
Yeah, you just need to get that off your chest.
I did. It's been really bothering me. I talked to Fights about it earlier. It's really been not bothering me. It's like it's been in my mind.
I'm gonna offer you right now. Do you want to change your vote to Klemmer saying it's chilly out?
Yeah, I
She's
would
got
love
dick?
to. Because also, like, why would
Oh, chilly out.
no one said boners are goofy?
No. So here's my. It's an A to C connection. I get it.
Okay.
The plumber's crack is you're seeing male nudity, but it is goofy. That is funny. So that was funny. What happened to me? I was like, I don't think it was that funny. It's like in the moment. Like I understand telling the story to you guys, it's funny.
No,
but
it's
like
not.
it's not. Yeah, but like the plumber's crack is funny. Like so, even though it's like nudity, it's like or whatever it is, it's like that's funny. It's harmless. It's funny.
Well, one is
cock.
accidental and one is not.
Yeah. So plumber's crack. I'm sorry. I had to tell the story.
That was like A to F.
No, that was therapeutic.
I've been thinking
Sure.
about it all. Like it's been like I thought like last night I got in the car. I'm like when I got home, my wife was already asleep, so I couldn't tell her. So I told my dog. He didn't care. And then I'm like, oh, and then I fight with the first person.
All right, I may switch my vote to getting home and telling your dog that your Uber driver jerked off.
I had to tell somebody. I talked
That
to
is
my dog.
goofy.
I talk to my dog all the time.
Can I
All
tell
right.
you what was goofy? Seeing Mike Francesa turn his doggy voice on and talking to his dog was very
Oh,
funny.
man.
Oh, he did like a full.
He was like,
different
"Oh,
voice.
come here, cute," and his voice
can't even
was
imagine.
unbelievable.
So I'm gonna offer. Do you want to change your vote to just Klemmer's story? Do
Yeah, I'd like to say it's chili boner.
you want to do Klemmer's chili boner story, or do you want to stick with?
No,
What
I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, and I'm sticking with plumber's crack.
You're sticking with Plumber's crack.
It wasn't that good.
Fights.
I'll go with Klemmer's boner story. Because plumber's crack, I don't even think that's goofy. I saw Tommy's ass crack the other day,
Ugh.
and I didn't find it goofy at all.
When did you see my ass?
Whoa.
When I
where
asked
did
you if
tell
you
me-
wear belts, you were like, "No, I don't wear belts."
Oh, yeah, I don't wear belts.
I think it's insane. I don't know how
Wouldn't
people don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I know
you
when
don't
I'm.
feel like air in
I'm
your
constantly
crack?
paranoid.
He was bending.
too.
He was bending forward on radio to get something, and I just saw his ass crack. and
Whatever.
I noticed he wasn't wearing a belt, and I asked about the belt, but seeing the ass crack is what inspired the question.
Okay.
That's not good.
Seriously,
that's probably.
do you have your thighs on the toilet seat?
Yeah.
I feel like there's not enough ass to fill it out.
Well, no. If anything, then I have like more.
None of my ass is touching the toilet seat, right?
No, my ass is.
Your ass
do you mean?
is definitely touching the toilet.
No, he's talking
How
about being
small is your
How far spread are your cheeks when you're shitting?
Well, I consider like most of that area just ass.
Yeah, like, I guess it connects a little bit.
Yeah, my
Where's
gluteus
the-
maximus, that's touching.
Where does the
I
ass?
don't know what touches the toilet seat.
I think it's your ass.
You're making me really wonder now.
Don't get this.
Probably for like some of you skinny guys, it's the legs.
Yeah, I imagine.
I have
I'm probably.
fatter
Yeah,
ass.
it's got to be at least 90% legs for me. I
Yeah.
imagine.
You've never
Yeah, I
fell,
think
fell
it's more
in?
leg than
I've
ass.
never fallen in. No, I'm not that skinny. I mean, I'm skinny. I'm very skinny, but I'm not that skinny.
So you're going with Klemmer's story.
Like I can bite.
Me?
Cold weather, huh?
No, I know. It's
Like little
I'm
kids
not making
don't
fun of
fall
you.
in. Or little children.
They have to
tiny
wear
children.
like
They
wear
would.
like
They have a
potty
different
thing.
toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like 8-year-olds.
We've
I'm
lost
thinking
the
of
plot.
8-year-olds.
I'm going toilet paper on the shoe.
Toilet paper on the.
Oh wait, so am I. So am I.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's toilet paper on the shoe because that's a group experience. That's funny. That's
funny.
Goofy to get everyone. You're like, look at that guy, and you just watch him for like a half hour.
All right. Toilet paper
It's
on the
so
shoe.
embarrassing for whoever it happens to, too, because it's even if you weren't shitting, people think you shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Shitting's
like if you have to pee in a stall, if there's like urinals weren't available, and people see you come out of the stall, they think you pooped.
And
Why
you
do
know,
we shame shitting? Like, is there any
you know
society that doesn't
you
shame
know
shitting?
bars, bathrooms are gross.
I know, but like, why do we we shame? And I feel we all do it. Like, why do we shame shitting?
I agree.
I don't know. Do we shame it?
Oh, like I don't like to come out if I've taken a poop. I don't like coming out of the stall if I know anyone else is like
Me
in the
either.
bathroom. I
Why?
wait until
I'm
people
always
leave.
in that
I do
stall.
too, but like,
Yeah,
why
I'll
do
see
we?
you
Why do
coming
we
out
do
nonstop.
that?
But I pee in the stall too.
Yeah. Okay. That's the different story. Then.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't you use the
I won't be able to go. Too many people come in and out. They talk to me. Everyone wants to talk to me.
Yeah. Everyone wants to come and talk to Tommy.
I mean, every time I'm pissing, you walk in.
Yeah, and I
also
say, Nicky, peeing out his dicky.
Since my first day of Barstool Sports.
KB.
Hold up. Yeah. Oh yeah. The chattering teeth is only Goofy. The other ones have other identifiers. I think the chattering teeth. Yeah.
Well, the bathroom toilet paper is going to win, and that's going up against our number one seed. Our number one seed is wearing a propeller hat. And in addition to the propeller hat, there's also the hat that looks like it has the arrow going through the head, and also a dunce cap.
Okay.
So all these goofy hats are going to be included.
So, like,
Dunce
the
cap
beanie-
is more shameful. I think propeller hat's the goofiest.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the beanie with the propeller hat, like the yellow propeller.
That's kind of like the banana peel. Have you ever seen an actual
no.
The propeller hat.
person wearing the propeller?
Once or twice,
No,
but it's part of a costume. That's
Yeah, I
it.
have as a costume.
Did people ever
How
wear
did
that?
that become a thing?
Yeah, like
I just picture like fat little kids
Kid
with lollipops.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wearing the propeller hat or the arrow through the head hat. But I think the propeller hat is by far the goofiest.
Propeller hat's the
It's
goofiest.
definitely a Goofy.
And how did it become such like a trope?
It must have been in like the late '80s. Like,
No, way before that.
Okay.
I think they're in like old comic strips.
I
you
feel like
see.
50s.
Yeah.
kids, special needs kids used to wear.
Yeah,
those.
was it an identifier for special needs? I've never seen a hot
Oh,
guy.
I know this is way before my time. This is like
Look at that hot guy in the propeller. Oh, he's
I guarantee if I look at propeller hat costume, there will be a hot guy.
Bro, I need to see like Brad Pitt in one of those. Like just
Yes,
like a
somebody
guy.
Guys.
Propeller hat costume. Let's take a quick peek. It's okay. That guy's pretty hot. It's
Oh my God. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Now it gets into like uglier dudes and
And,
animals.
and a cat.
That's Photoshop.
Okay, it arose in the hippie era of the 1960s.
Oh,
Okay.
how so? Was it like the goofy?
It started
guy?
as a beanie with a propeller. Like the advertisements were like kids like floating in the air.
You might lift off if like one had little
yeah, he
propulsion.
hit it fast enough.
Yeah, if you got it fast.
Get a little elevation.
Okay, so the toilet paper on the shoe versus the propeller hat. KB.
Man, the propeller hat is so goofy. Yeah. Again, I don't know if I've ever seen it live or footage, but I'm gonna go with that.
Propeller hat. Nick.
If I saw like a boy, a chubby boy, like skipping down the street in one, oh, that's so goofy.
Yeah.
That and like the chatter teeth are similar, and why do they exist? And that's funny to me that they've become like the propeller hat even more so. It's like commonplace in lore of just like the goofball wears a fucking propeller hat. Yeah, it's goofy. I'm going propeller hat.
Another for the propeller hat. Klemmer?
I'm gonna go with the toilet paper because I've seen that enough. It's made me laugh. And like I said, someone said it's like a group thing. It's really funny. Like you can like point and laugh at it with your friends. Yeah, it's the toilet paper for me. I've never seen the beanie hat in like reality.
One for toilet paper.
Yeah, I'm torn here. I think undeniably what is goofier would be the propeller hat, but never seen it. It just doesn't really, I feel like, exist anymore. But at one time it did exist. It didn't exist. It wasn't created to be goofy. It just was a real thing. I'm going to go with the toilet paper.
2-2 right now. Mush, you're going to tie break.
I'm going with the propeller. I think that it's just, if you ask anyone, I think 10 years old and up will know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It will always be a thing. What'd you say it started in the 50s?
Yeah, 56.
Oh, I don't know.
40s, 50s. Now that I recheck,
Yeah.
It's like, it's a goof.
it was like a fad toy. Then it became an actual fashion trend.
Because you know, if you want to dress up and do something funny, you can wear that hat and someone will laugh, no matter what. The other one's more embarrassing than goofy to me.
This fight's gone.
I just asked him that. And as I said it, I got a text from Joe Ball.
One dude wearing a propeller hat in a police lineup for like.
Yeah, dude, in any situation, so funny.
Before we get to the other half of the bracket, let's talk about game time. Look, folks, game time. We all use game time for many things. They've helped us get to many different events. You shouldn't have to worry when you're going to buy tickets for your next big event. Game time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. I've used it for a bunch of things. Yankee games. I used it for an NYCFC game. I used it for Panic at the Disco. I'm sure you guys have definitely used it for at least one thing, right?
Yep.
Games, baseball games.
I have
Baseball
it
games.
for a Duke game coming up.
Oh,
They
Duke game
hooked
coming
me
up?
up already, yep.
Didn't you just looked up a piece of Duke paraphernalia and you were the model?
I was the model. I was a little stunned by that. Yeah.
They just used a picture of him wearing it against his will as the advertisement.
Wow, that's cool.
It was
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Very
So that hat that doesn't really have a shape.
No, not the big ass hat, which is
No.
very funny.
Yeah, it was my.
That hat's a brand new shape.
That hat's awesome. No, it was
I'd never seen that before. Just like an oblong shape.
it was a Duke like Looney Tunes one, and it's just me with my chain and going like this with it. And I found it myself. Like no one sent it to me.
Yeah.
I was like looking for something Duke to order, and then it was me.
It has kind of a Meek Phil look to it. I feel like Meek
don't
Phil
say
has
that.
stolen your
Don't
wardrobe.
say that.
That was the meanest thing.
Yeah,
You've
that was.
Am I
so
wrong?
Mean.
no.
Meek Phil should wear a propeller hat.
Meek Phil
Yeah.
is
Oh,
so funny.
Yeah.
Propeller hat.
Actually, Kenjac, can you order one right now?
Yes, absolutely.
Like
Custom one, a
custom
new era
one.
custom.
Maybe we should just have like
Philip, it says on it.
maybe once a show we just have him come in and just sit there with it.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Get him in that.
Okay, but yeah, anyway, game time. Last minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals. I got it all. Easy to find and buy tickets for any kind of event in your area. They're obsessed with finding new ways to help you save money on tickets. Game time has deals on tickets right up to the start of the event and even an hour after it starts. The place to find the last minute seats that you want. Find exclusive flash deals and sponsored deals on tickets to football, basketball, baseball, concerts, comedy, theater, and more. And with zone deals, you can pick the selection and the game time picks for the seats with an average of an 18% savings, which is amazing. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LCB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LCB for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All
Don't
right.
worry, Mincy found his costume.
Oh, I found his and it's just Uncle Sam.
It's just Uncle Sam.
That's beautiful.
Or Apollo Creed.
All right, Fights had his thing moved up. Who should we get for the other half of the goofiest bracket? Who do you think? Who should do our second half?
I mean,
Meek Phil would be
I was
good.
just saying Meek Phil. I mean, we just
Go grab me. See if you can grab me, Phil.
I mean, I listened to his voice for so long.
I don't know, Tommy.
Want me to text him, Klemmer?
That was good.
That wasn't bad, right?
He's on. He's on health.
That was bad.
he's on Healthy Debate.
See if you can grab someone, Klemmer. Go, your dealer's choice. All right, second half of the bracket, we'll start out with the number 6 seed versus the number 11 seed. The 6 seed is a chair breaking out underneath someone's weight. They can like a lawn chair, you know what I mean, or one of those plastic chairs. You kick the leg out, and they fall backwards.
That's pretty goofy.
That's very goofy. And that's going up against the number 11 seed. When a scientist gets electrocuted or makes a bad concoction and gets soot all over his face.
I like that
And
one.
his hair stands straight up.
I like that one a lot. That one's much goofier.
So we'll start out with you, KB. Which one of those do you like?
Oh, the latter.
Oh.
That is pure goofiness.
The scientist is blowing up, basically. Nick.
Yeah, and he like takes his glasses off, and there's no soot where his eyes are. And his hair still has like an electrical current.
Yeah, that's goofy as
Goofy
fuck.
as fuck. Yeah, scientist.
Let's try you, Frank. What do you think?
Well, I can speak from experience. I once sat in a chair at Shea Stadium, and it was still Shea Stadium at the time, and it collapsed. It broke.
Oh no.
More goofy, embarrassing, funny.
Painful?
Painful. It was more like it.
Painful.
So,
Yeah.
So
Gotta get that
having
feedback.
experienced the chair, I'm going to say the chair.
Was there more immediate
right.
laughter
Pretty good.
or people trying to help you?
The laughter.
Oh.
That's not nice.
I mean, I would say this. I've broken a couple of lawn chairs.
Way to go, Klemmer.
Where I've sat back on, like, you know, like the shitty plastic ones?
Bracket.
You know, like the shitty plastic ones?
Yeah.
The
That's
white ones.
Going up and kicking the leg out is funny, but think of like a failed concoction.
The failed concoction's way funnier. Klemmer?
What are the options again?
The chair break or the scientist where it blows them up.
Scientist.
Yeah, scientist. Tommy.
Scientist for sure. I'm picturing, mixing 2 potions and shit. And shit. I'm going potions.
It just blows you up. I do like the image of the soot over the face, and then like Nick said, the eyeglasses or goggles coming off and then being clean.
And then he comes upstairs like to his wife who's like cooking because his lab's in the basement. And she's like, long day? And he just looks at
Yeah.
scientist in the
It's
basement.
not the first time he's done it either.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it did it again? It's definitely the hair getting electrocuted.
The scientist is going to move on. Next up, we have the 3 seed versus the 14 seed. The 3 seed is stepping on a rake and it's smashing your face. Or a hoe, any garden tool. Just you step on it and boom, smashes you right in the face. I've never seen it happen in real life either.
Oh,
We've talked
it-
about a lot of those.
Hasn't
I've seen it happen in the balls.
It hasn't hit. Yeah, it didn't hit me in the face, but like when you rake and then you're like putting the leaves into the thing and you step, it happens. It hurts.
I think I've done it on purpose to get the thing to me
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
that's
yeah.
too.
sometimes, and that feels
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But,
When
yeah.
you execute that well, it's very cool.
Yeah, and then the number 14 seed is just oversized anything. I think the idea, Nick, this was yours, right? Is like Caleb in the massive suit, or like Nathan Fielder.
Anything that's too big. Yeah.
too big for whatever the person is wearing or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's start with you, Marty.
Right with a big pencil.
The big hat, Burt Reynolds.
Anything,
Even
just real big.
those-
Anything oversized.
Ooh, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go rake because it's more like it's when it hits that face, it's always funny, no matter what, and it's usually a goofy person doing it. It's never like a good-looking guy that gets hit in the face with a rake.
No, never.
I'm gonna go with that one.
Tommy?
I'm going to go with the oversized. I think that's funny. Skinny person in a really big suit or jacket or something. There's, whether it's on purpose or not, it just looks funny. It honestly looks the definition of goofy. I think you look kind of goofy, kind of awkward, dorky. So I'll go with that.
Clemmer?
Yeah, I mean, you have like the Nathan Fielder in the big suit. It's always very funny. And then on top of it, like if I wear like something that's too big, it looks just absolutely ridiculous. Everything I wear is too big. But if I wear something that's like really too big, it just looks insane. So it's got to be that, just from personal experience.
All right, the oversized. Frank?
I think it's the rake, although I could picture Klemmer doing this whenever he's wearing a big suit.
Yeah. I'm
He's on to something there. He's on to something there.
Clemmer, we need to get you a big ass suit.
Yeah.
We need to get Clemmer a big ass suit.
Nick?
I think I'm gonna go oversized. It's one of my favorite videos. Is when Nate Robinson was running in Shaq's shoes.
Yeah, and he dunks on him, doesn't he?
It was, I don't know. I don't know. I just remember him running up and down the court wearing Shaq's shoes. Really big. I'm going with that. It's a cheat code for a laugh.
The oversized. KB?
Yeah, same. Like oversized groceries or
What?
What?
like huge groceries you're walking home.
What?
That's just not the
What are you
problem.
talking about?
That's Costco.
Is that what you
That's
mean?
what
Like
I'm picturing. Like just a gigantic bag that you would never be an option. And someone's like bouncing
Who's
into it.
carrying these groceries
is so goofy. I love it.
Yeah,
Big ass.
one of the giant carrots sticking.
Okay.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, you walk out of the grocery store, there's a huge ass carrot, and wait, we might need to film
I
that, dude.
know.
Just walk out of the grocery store with a big carrot.
Big
Reactions.
fucking carrot.
Dude, I kind of had to do that I went to Target and like I had like loose chicken and shit with me, and they don't sell bags there anymore. So if you don't have a bag yourself, so I was carrying a bunch of groceries out into an Uber, and it was the most
Were they
embarrassing.
big?
I think
I had a lot.
Giant
Yeah, I had like loose chicken.
I think he means
cutlets,
like I think he means it would have to be a giant chicken.
You want like a big you want someone holding a turkey?
Like a like
Like a big ass brown bag with
Gigantic.
giant carrots.
Huge carrots.
So the
sticking
food
out.
inside the bag is large as well
Like
as
if
the
I
bag.
saw someone walking out or walking home with that would be funny as fuck.
I'm thinking like you ever see the picture of Vern Troyer dragging the turkey home from like wherever.
I don't think you're getting it, man. It's like a big ass, big ass brown bag, and like
Yeah.
not a long carrot, like a big in every way.
Carrot.
The top sticking out.
Yeah.
The oversized is going to move on. Now it's the number 7 seed, licking an ice cream cone, which this is a late ad, and I
Yeah.
agree with it. It looks goofy. There's no way you
get
can
a
do
little
it.
bit on your nose. You get a little dollop on your nose.
Which is like looking at like a grown man like licking an ice cream cone. It just looks goofy. There's nothing you can do about it. And that's going up against the number 10 seed, cough to cover a fart, especially when mistimed, is very funny.
Yeah.
Very goofy, very funny. We'll start with you, KB. Still thinking about that carrot.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that. The first one is
Licking the ice cream cone versus the cough to cover a fart.
maybe like licking the ice cream cone while having a serious conversation, but otherwise the cough fart.
You go with the cough fart? Nick?
I don't really get the cough fart. Like, that guy's cough smelled like shit. Like, is that what they? Is that the end goal? Licking an ice cream cone. Didn't wasn't he licking an ice cream cone after something very serious?
I think it's kind of his thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's his thing. That's awesome.
That's because Joe promises him ice cream if he's able to complete his speech.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with licking an ice cream cone.
Was he eating ice cream when he fell off that bicycle? That was goofy.
Oh, no, he was solely
just trying to ride the bicycle.
That was goofy. Falling off a bike is goofy.
Yes.
That's a goofy ass thing to do.
78 million votes.
Frank.
I'm gonna go with the ice cream because the cough fart is dangerous. I think that's. I think
it is.
Jerry could speak to that, and so can Grace O'Malley today.
Oh, you
She
meant
went as Jerry. She didn't shit herself. She went as Jerry for Halloween.
Yes.
All right.
It's a dangerous game.
Yes, it is. You're playing Russian roulette. Yeah, I mean you're coughing,
Damn,
say.
here.
farting, and,
It's too much force on the innards.
Yeah, exactly, and that could be messy. That would be a very bad day, a very sad day.
So you're going with licking the ice cream
Yes.
cone. Klemmer?
Yeah, when I was in elementary school, someone's parents got divorced, and I guess the father told them, by bringing them the ice cream, brought him and his sister to get ice cream. And I always just imagine like the dad just looking at ice cream, like, yeah, your mother and I don't love each other anymore. Looking at ice cream. So it's got to be that. I mean, a grown man eating ice cream cone, you can never do it right.
Yeah. Licking the ice cream cone. Tommy?
Yeah, vanilla with like the rainbow sprinkles.
Yeah.
That's as goofy as it gets.
If I was talking to you while eating soft serve, it would be like that. You would not be able to take a word I say seriously.
Right now, if you're using a spoon and a cup, totally fine.
Yep.
But if you're licking that ice cream cone,
Yeah, we don't really lick ice cream cones. We kind of just peck at them.
I lick.
No,
You
I
do, like,
lick
the
mine.
go like
tongue lick.
I lick ice cream
I'm not much.
Don't
of a
you
lick-
guys
I'm
do
with
this?
you. I'm not much of a licker.
don't you get to like?
Yeah.
No, you.
No,
what
you're
do you-
talking about
It hurts
the
my
cone.
tongue. It's too much if you're doing too
when
much.
you do the cone, you have to go you have to keep twirling it.
Yes, right. You have to stop drippage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the initial
Seeing an
like,
adult
hurt.
man get brain freeze is funny too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nothing's.
Every time.
How about going one off the record? A grown man getting fed cake by a group of mascots.
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never got to the
that was
bottom of
goofy.
that shit.
That was oddly sexual. I don't know if that was goofy.
That
as it
was funny.
The Kraken liked
Provocative.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the The Jazz Bear wants me to rate the cake. The cake I would give a 8.2.
Oh,
Whoa,
damn,
good.
Good ass cake.
We were all wondering what that was. Still are.
It was mascot madness at the Prudential Center.
Oh.
So they brought in a whole bunch of mascots from around the NHL and the Jazz Bear.
Did you feel like you were assaulted a little bit with that kiss?
It was weird.
Yeah, well, you got assaulted by an Uber driver. Klemmer gets assaulted by mascots. I feel like a lot of weird stuff's been happening. You guys got to speak up more often.
Yeah, I don't, what do I say though?
You don't say good
Excuse me,
cold
sir, please
weather,
stop
huh?
jerking off in the front of the Uber.
Yeah, that's what you say.
I know. But I don't have proof he jerked off.
You just be like, "You all right up there?" Like he's itching a lot. Yeah, you good?
But
Not
like,
it's-
I'm
it's
on the way
getting
home.
cold.
What if he's like, no? Like, what if he's like, no, I'm not? Or yeah, I'm really good now. Like, what do I say? I'm trapped.
And what would you do if he said, "Yeah, I am"?
Like I'm fucked. Like he has all the power. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna sit there and pretend to ignore it. What do I do?
Give him 1 star.
He
I
gave
gave-
him
He gave him a 5-star.
I was
Jesus. So you're going with the ice cream cone?
Yeah.
Ice cream cone.
ice
Marty?
cream cone. I think also there's a weird noise that comes out of your mouth when you lick it. It's like the bubbles under your tongue pop also when you're doing it, and I don't love that. And it's just goofy. No matter what, you cannot be taken seriously with eating an ice cream cone.
So the ice cream cone's going to move on. Now we have two play-ins playing each other. We'll start with the 15-seed play-in. The 15-seed play-in is Klemmer's play-in. Klemmer's options. Some make sense, some don't. You guys can decide what you will. Skipping. Skipping's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's efficient, though.
Yeah. Skipping. Then farting. Farting's kind of goofy. I'm with you there.
Oh, that was pretty standard.
I don't think that's goofy.
No, it's not.
No.
It's natural. Everyone does it, even though they deny it.
No, everyone does it. It's still
Fuck.
goofy.
Then
If
they
someone
say
does it,
lie.
I laugh every time.
Boogers.
Boogers are goofy.
Boogers.
Yeah.
Ejaculating.
What?
If you like, the idea of ejaculation is very goofy and funny.
I disagree.
It's funny.
Frank.
Frank's thinking about it. There's a lot of thoughts here. Pulling a quarter out of someone's ear.
Funny, goofy.
That's goofy.
That's a good one.
That's goofy.
The only people who fall for that are children and Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell.
Oh, yes.
The electric slide.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Goofy. Good.
That's
I like
goofy.
that.
I don't. Which one's the? I confuse the electric slide with the cha-cha slide. Which one's electric?
It's electric. Boogie woogie woogie.
Yeah.
That is goofy.
I think it's slide to the left.
Slide to the right.
Crisscross.
That's
cha-cha
cha-cha
slide?
slide. Yeah.
Oh, I think it. So cha
think
cha.
that's
That should be cha cha slide.
You could say any dance.
No, but the little boogie woogie woogie in the electric.
It's
slide is goofy.
electric.
Any line dance.
It's electric.
What's the other one? The Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, Conrad
That
Joe.
one's
There's
goofy
the
too.
Cupid.
Cupid shuffle.
Shuffle.
Macarena. The Macarena.
Macarena.
You know Cotton Eye Joe? You know what it's about? It's about a guy coming to town, fucking every girl in the town and leaving.
All right.
What?
Where did you come from? Where'd you
Sounds
go?
like me on the Pink Whitney
You look at the
tour.
words. It's about some random guy who goes to
Yeah,
town.
I think,
after he
I think that
leaves.
group was, what, are they from Sweden or
Did
something?
anyone hear Tommy in that?
Well, no. What?
Because he said that sounds like me on the Pink Whitney tour.
Cotton Eye
Sounds about
Tommy.
right. So among those options from Klemmer, which one do you want to see go player number 2 seed? Skipping, farting, boogers, ejaculating, pulling a quarter out of someone's ear, or the electric slide? KB.
I'll go the electric slide, the boogie woogie woogie.
Woogie woogie woogie.
It gets old.
Yeah.
I feel like my suggestions were not good.
Nick.
That's why you have.
I'm gonna go
game.
quarter from behind the ear. Who's believing that?
It's crazy.
Not me.
The kids.
Yeah, usually when you have your own playing games, it's
Not
great.
good. No. No. When I heard the second I heard the very first bracket matchup, I'm like, I'm fucked. Like these are
Frank.
much better than
I didn't understand the game.
I did. Yeah. I'm out of the loop on this
Yeah.
one.
Frank.
I'm going to go with the electric slide. Anyone did the line dancing does it always looks goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna go with pulling the quarter out of the ear. I think that's pretty goofy, and for the context of what we're doing here too.
2-2 with the slide. Tommy.
Yeah, I'm going pulling the quarter out of the ear. I think it's goofy to try it. Same energy as like drop something.
Yep.
Boom. And
You ever get someone with that recently? Like as an adult, it's
I feel like I
devastating.
I got by it like pretty recently.
What was it?
they're like, oh, drop something. Boop. Like,
Yeah, you did.
By you?
No. Remember who did that to you? Fran's boyfriend?
Oh.
Oh, Fran's fiance got you?
Yes.
What?
The first time you met Tommy.
First time he met Tommy? The first time he met you, he did it to you?
the best thing I've ever seen.
Shit. Disrespect.
He does not look at you as a man.
We were
was
at a club too. I think I was like,
What?
I think I might have been like standing on a boot, or like at least like sitting
We were
up
with
on a boot.
like Tyler Cameron too. Like
Wait,
we were like,
So
Yeah,
he's
he
looking
masked
down
me
at you?
for-
So he's looking
no,
down at
I
you
was
sitting?
looking down.
That's
think.
wait, he got you from a downward position? That's almost
Yeah,
worse.
no, it was
it
wild.
was awesome.
Oh my god.
I massively respect him for that.
So you're going with the quarter out of the ear. It's 32.
I'm going the electric slide.
Oh.
I think that there's always that one guy who fucking loves it too, and he's the goofiest guy.
Okay, so we're tied up. I think between this grouping, I think I'm going to go with the electric slide. I think the electric slide, any slide or shuffle, it just looks goofy, and people are doing, especially like your older aunt and uncles doing it. It just looks really goofy.
I'm not going to win back-to-back weeks, aren't I?
And that's going to go up against the number 2 seed playing game. Or 2 seed playing game is KB's playing game. So unlike
I don't know if I understood the prompt either.
that's what makes it funny, but yours are 2 seed because the descriptions are very funny. Suctioning the fast food cup in your mouth when your boys are bringing up body counts.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, there's things I've done.
You just don't want to talk about you've not had sex.
yeah, look how long I can do it.
Staying underwater for mad long after jumping off the rope swing to convince your boys are drowning.
I love that.
And every time.
No, that's goofy. That's
I
good.
saw you do that 2 summers ago.
Yeah. I always think this is gonna kill him.
I brought him to this lake house. He didn't know anybody there, and everybody was freaking out. You were under for so long.
yeah. I do it for as long as I can.
Trying to subliminally lure your boy into sodomizing you on the way up the staircase by doing a quick little bear crawl takeoff.
What? You know, like
You're on all fours, like scurrying up the stairs.
Your boy's chasing you up the stairs, and they're always going to try to like tickle your butt or something.
Yeah. I've been there.
Get
We've all
this.
been there.
Get this.
So then, like, he's chasing you, and you just stop so that he humps you, basically, with a bear crawl.
You never like chase your boy up the steps, and he
I
like
know
starts
what you're
bear
talking
crawl.
Yeah, he starts using all fours.
Yeah, and your goal is to like fuck with him,
Frank, you and Jenks ever do this?
being in the other position and trying to make that happen to you.
I don't think I've
So
ever
you're
done
trying to
this.
lure him into bear crawling after you?
You know, like to chase you up and get you.
Yeah.
You like
For some reason, I kind of understand.
I used to go all fours up the
Yeah.
stairs a lot.
Yeah, but no one was trying to.
No one's
chase
chasing
me.
me.
But I
The
get that.
chasing part is,
he did a lot of chase. I don't know.
yeah.
The boys chased you.
Preemptively tucking your dick into a vagina at the public pool locker room before dropping your drawers to avoid shrimp clowning.
So you do
Yeah.
like the tuck, like the Silence of
Into
the
a
Lambs tuck?
vagina?
They're not gonna see my small dick. They're gonna just see like a vagina, and that's funny.
That's
Oh.
smart.
So he tucks
Yeah, like
his
you do
dick.
the
You're
man
making
giant
preemptive,
dog.
yeah.
Like a vagina.
That's clever.
I
It's not
thought you were like nobody can see my small dick. Let me fit it in a vagina real quick.
Fuck yeah.
So wait, so everybody just thought you were funny and not that you had a small dick.
Yes.
Exactly,
Yes.
That's just smart, I think.
I think it's funny
Yeah.
too.
So like somebody's
Being the
would you
girl.
do that a lot?
I did it a few times. You can't do it every time.
Doesn't hit every time.
You only do it like once. The second time.
Being the girl video game character in the multiplayer session and moaning when you get killed.
Yeah, standard goofing.
Dancing with the extra old people at the club to make sure that your boys are looking and laughing to compensate for your fear of approaching the actual girls in your dating pool.
Just
Wow.
approach. So yeah,
That's a
You
really
grind-
good one.
grind and shit.
Yeah.
That'll always get a laugh if you find
Hide and
someone
trip.
old there.
Yeah, and
100%.
they're like, "Oh, KB's dancing with a MILF. Look at that!" And there's literally a picture of you, a video of you doing that, if I remember correctly. Yeah, right. And twirling your best friend's mom on the wedding dance floor.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one, Claire.
That's funny. There's always some guy at a wedding who does that. Like,
Yeah.
I know that's goofy though.
There's always the guy at the wedding that does is dancing with the bride, or I have never thought of doing that. Even if it's my
it's
best
always-
girlfriends,
It's a goofy guy.
it's always a goofy guy. Like taking come here,
Movie quote
yes,
guy.
and he's come here, let's, and they're twirling. I'm like,
That's what I'm picturing.
Mind if I cut in?
Yeah, always.
Mind if I steal her for tonight? And it's like, no, yeah, I do mind. Get out of here.
Okay, so the full options to run down again: suctioning the fast food cup to your mouth, and your boys start bringing.
That's what I'm going with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Staying
Gonna read
underwater.
'em all.
Staying underwater for mad long after jumping off the rope swing to convince your boys you're drowning. Trying to subliminally lure your boy into sodomizing you up the staircase.
Get that.
Preemptively tucking your dick into a vagina at the public pool locker room before dropping your drawls. We said drawls. Wrote drawls. I think on purpose, right? To avoid shrimp clowning. Being the girl video game character and moaning when you die. Dancing with the extra olds at the club. And twirling your best friend's mom on the wedding dance floor. Marty, which one do you want?
I'm going with the twirling the best friend's mom. That guy, that's the definition of the goofy guy at the wedding. Weddings, you know who the goofy guy is.
Yep. Goofy guy.
I'm going with the
Excellent.
suction cup in the mouth. Get out of body count. I mean, I remember. I feel like not talking about body count, but more like when we were 13, 14, all my friends were getting pubes and shit, and they were able to come, and I wasn't able to come. I didn't have any pubes, and I was just hated when they were talking.
Well, you
about
did
it.
come. You just did the weirdest way possible.
No, I could. I couldn't come. Well, yeah, but that I would only get a dry orgasm.
Oh, okay.
I would never everyone's like, oh yeah, it's so crazy when you come, and I'm like, oh yeah, that must be so. But I didn't know what the fuck come, how it worked and where pubes should be. So yeah, just you're burying yourself in there. I'll go with that.
Klemmer?
Yeah, trolling the mom. That is the epitome of goofy. I agree, Marty.
Frank?
I'm going to go to twirling the mom. Yes.
3
Yeah.
for twirling the mom. Nick?
It's grabbing any inanimate object when your boys are talking body count and you are just so far behind them sexually. I've done the cup. It's always some sort of fast food thing or
It's always at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disassembling the Wendy's nugget box to make it
Yeah.
perfectly flat.
Yeah.
There's always you have to just fiddle with something. I'm going cup.
I was taking apart. Do you remember the 12-pack taco thing at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
I was taking that apart because my boys are making fun of me because I got the Gardasil shot to prevent ass cancer. And they're all making fun of me because it was meant for preventing cervical cancer. And I was
Right.
sitting there and I was twirling it apart and they were shredding me. And I was taking that thing apart. KB.
Cup, yeah. But we're just whenever doing the cup whenever.
Okay, so we're tied up again, and I'll tie break in favor of the cup. I think that's just a funnier scenario between the two. So it's going to be the cup versus the winner of Klemmer's plane, which was the was it pulling cord? No, the electric slide. So the cup.
We don't even have to. It's obviously the cup.
Is this
be
obviously
honest,
the cup?
Just move it past.
We want to just move past.
Yes, the cup.
Yeah.
It's the cup. Before we get
This is either my best show or worst show ever. Probably worst, I think.
I think it's actually neither.
It's okay.
you're doing good.
I feel like
Doing
I'm,
fine.
I feel like I'm not giving the 100th episode.
You're doing fine, Klemmer.
Your best show ever was the talent show.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah. Before we get into our playoff, let's talk about Babbel. This fall, you can start speaking a new language with Babbel. Why Babbel? Because it works. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars for a private tutor or fooling yourself with language apps that are a little bit more than games, Babbel's quick 10-minute sessions are designed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. It's designed by real people for real conversations. All of Babbel's tips and tools for learning a new language are approachable, accessible, and rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching. Babbel's personalized learning content, real-time feedback, tracking, and visualizations will help you stay focused and motivated. That's why 15 hours with Babbel is the equivalent to 1 full university semester, which is crazy. With over 10 million subscriptions sold, Babbel is the real language learning for real conversations. And here's a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off of your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/lights. That's 55% off at babbel.com/lights, spelled BABBEL.com/lights. Rules and restrictions may apply. And I will never forget Stephen Chase saying he'd rather have $20 than have full mastery in another language.
Insane.
Yeah.
That is madness.
He's like, I don't know. Why would I need to know Spanish or Chinese or whatever? And we're just like, it's more valuable than $20. It's the most obvious thing in the entire world. It's whatever. That's Che. We'll get him back soon, by the way. He's had a lot of bad excuses for not showing, but he'll be back sometime soon.
Will he?
Yeah, we'll see. First matchup, number 13 seed versus number 11 seed, or 12 seed. 12 seed is yow.
Yeah, whenever you get hurt.
Whenever you get hurt, that big yelp that comes out via Tom from Tom and Jerry, going up against the number 13 seed, Ben Mintz, just as a human being.
This is a tough one.
And Mintz probably does this.
Oh, I would love to hear him do a yelp. It would make my apps.
What's up, fellas? Yow! I heard you, fellas.
That'd be
There it is.
Marty.
I'm going Yao. I think that I might next time I get hurt, I might just do it for
On
fun.
purpose?
Yeah,
It probably
I
feels
bet you it makes
great.
the pain go away.
it probably does. 'Cause it'll make you laugh.
And I found a Tom screaming compilation.
Oh, we just hit it.
Not as good as I thought.
All of those sounds are
really?
good.
I couldn't hear any of it. Yeah, I did not hear a single word of it. Well, I think I might just play one on the bracket.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
you know
I
the
forgot about that.
TikTok goofy ass sound?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
I always like the one where Tom goes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
yeah, that's it.
That's the one. So you're going with the yow, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Yow.
The yow over Mincy?
I was gonna do a rap there, but I decided against.
You
Bone
just
Thugs
came
and
back
Harmony
from
for
a
the
rap.
kids?
Yeah, I
no?
just was rapping, and I was like, I'm gonna do a rap, but you know what? Let's
Yeah,
just stick with.
Stick with what you know.
Yeah.
Clemmer?
Yeah, Ben Mintz obviously incredibly goofy, but the Yow is peak goofy, and the fact that you can do it on your own, like you don't need all these you can just do it is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Frank?
Sup, fellas? I'm going to be doing a Mardi Gras parade, and the float is actually going to be my head. Sup, fellas?
It's Ben Mintz.
It's Ben Mintz. Nick?
Mintz, I love him, but the Yow is just, it's strong. It's strong, and seeing that would make me laugh so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Yow.
Yeah, I was going to move on, but KB?
Yeah, I mean, I think we might be undervaluing Ben Mintz here because he's too close to us. But he has done sounds like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he did the Donnie sound that one time. Do you remember? On
Much like that.
He's a big sound.
We'll send the yell through.
Yeah, I was going to move through. On the other side, we have the propeller hat. So stupid. Versus slipping on a banana peel. KB.
So both the not actual things that we see. I'm trying to think what would be fun. I'm thinking of kid wearing the propeller hat. just wearing it, not as a joke.
Yeah, propeller hat. Nick.
Propeller hat. Come on.
Propeller hat. Frank.
It's propeller hat. I mean, you see someone wearing that, it's like, I mean, someone falls on a banana peel, you're seeing if he's all right. Propeller hat, you can't take anyone seriously with a propeller hat.
Have you seen
Frank,
someone
now,
slip on a
Do you
banana peel?
remember people wearing the propeller hat when you were a kid?
Not really. It was a little before my
Was
time.
it ever like a real fashion thing?
I think it might have been in the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, a little older.
So I found a site that does custom propeller hats. I think I'll just make one that says Philip on it. Do you think that works
Yeah.
for you, Phil? Meek Philip?
He only has one L,
yeah,
right?
I think Meek.
Does he only have one L?
He's got a lot of L's.
I think he's 2 L's.
He has
Phil
two
with
L
2
in his name. Yeah, in the thing it's 2 L.
Oh, you're right. It's Phil, 2 L's.
So should I say Meek Philip
but how
or
does he
just Philip?
spell it?
Well, honestly I don't give a shit how he spells it. It should be funnier if it's spelled, to be honest. I'm gonna have to work on this. But we're 3 in favor of the propeller hat.
Yeah. The one thing about propeller hat we haven't mentioned is it's impossible not to want to flick the propeller.
Yeah.
Like if you're there, so it also provides enjoyment to the person like looking at it as well as you can laugh and have something to do. It's a propeller hat.
Propeller hat's gonna win, but Tommy?
Yeah, propeller hat. If I had to choose between seeing someone slip on a banana peel or seeing someone dead seriously be wearing a propeller hat, I would rather walk by someone wearing the propeller.
I know with like a nicer fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how would you react if somebody cut you off in traffic and you speed up in a propeller hat?
You couldn't
An
be mad at
American
them.
Eagle polo. And
They're just trying to get some speed for their propeller.
Imagine
why they went
Francis wearing a propeller hat with when he was given it.
Oh, he would never. He would be so embarrassed.
Do you think like if you just had like the hat I'm wearing, put a propeller on it, it would be the same?
That would be fun.
I think you need like the rainbow. Like
I know it's.
Either
I know the rainbow.
Gotta be the
is
color
what it
block.
is, but I'm saying, is it the color or the propeller?
The color block
I
is
think it's a
huge.
combo.
It's the perfect combination.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because even that, what you're looking at is red, green, blue.
It's
and
the color
yellow.
block.
Now it doesn't have a bill, does it?
Yeah,
No.
mine has a bill.
No,
Oh, they usually don't.
Some of them do.
No, they don't.
It's
They
like a
usually
beat.
don't.
It's
Oh fuck,
Like
you're
a
right.
Yamook.
You're saying it's like a yarmulke?
Yarmulke.
The beanie.
that's what I
Like a
remember.
yarmulke, yeah.
I mean, if I give Meekville a fucking propeller yarmulke,
Yeah.
I'll run out of here in
That
a
one's
minute.
off.
Kidding me? I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we get him a bill.
Yeah, it has to be a build hat.
Yeah.
But it's going to win anyway. Propeller hat, but you were
Yeah,
thinking
propeller
too.
hat.
Propeller hat. On the other side, we have first oversized anything versus the scientist blowing himself up and having the electrical current and the ash on his face, all that stuff. Start with you,
I'm
Marty.
going with the scientist. I find that very funny no matter what, because I still think that's going to happen if I ever get electrocuted.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope my 17 hairs on top of my head will go up. So I feel like that'd be very fun.
Look like Angelica's doll Cynthia.
Yeah. Tommy.
I'm really torn here. I'm gonna go with the scientist. I do think I have just a very, for some reason I'm picturing like the mayhem guy from the All-Star.
Yeah. That's a good pick.
I don't know. It's funny. It's goofy.
I just made a quick mock-up of the full thing. It's just uncapitalized Arial font is so funny just across it. It's very
Yep,
funny.
Phil on a
Gotta be
propeller hat.
Bigger than that, right?
Yeah, definitely. So you're going with the scientist.
It's
Klemmer?
scientist versus what?
Scientist versus the oversized anything.
Oh, he's scientist. I mean, if I ever saw something that happened, if somebody exploded and someone just walks out, fine. But then, like you said, take the glasses off. That would be fantastic. That'd be the greatest thing I ever saw in my life.
Yeah. Frank.
I'm gonna go scientist. I mean, they're just the soot on the face. That alone does it.
Mm-hmm. Nick.
I'm picturing Rick Moranis every single time.
Yes. Flubber. Or
No,
that's-
Honey, I Shrunk the
that's-
Kids.
Yeah.
Robin
I Shrunk the Kids.
Yep.
That was Robin Williams.
Yep.
Yeah, just a scientist. They're always zany. They're always goofy in their own right. And they've never had an experiment not go awry. Goofy. I'm doing that.
So scientist is gonna move on to KB.
How did scientists get that reputation?
Of
Yeah.
They're
blown up.
probably the opposite of that.
They might be the least goofy people.
Yeah.
It's
That's
called
true.
bringing them down a peg. That's what it's called about.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A humbling.
What profession
Humble the
would you?
fucking
What profession would
scientists.
you give it to?
I think it's good if they have a serious profession because then it almost like
Goofier.
does the 180
Yeah,
on
cool.
it.
Yeah. So the scientist is going to move on. The other side, we have the sipping of the cup to disguise the body count versus the ice cream cone. Looking at an ice cream cone, we'll say while having a conversation. We'll start with you, Mush. Or sorry, KB.
Yeah, now that you guys put it in my head, like licking full licks, individual licks with the tongue of an ice cream cone with sprinkles is good.
Crazy if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, imagine, like, thank God the ice cream cone's blocking it because what you just did was insane.
Yeah.
I know. That's what. Come on.
And then you're like talking after, and it's like,
And you're always talking in the middle, and you have to do that.
and then when it does drip on your hands, and it's just all sticky on your hands, you're like,
Oh, it's
Oh, it's the
horrible.
war. I
Go
freak
look-
out.
when you have to get your neck involved, go like this to get it.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's the
Yeah, I'm going ice cream cone.
You know, it looks really goofy too, and I hate to say it, but like the baseball hats.
Oh,
You guys,
yeah.
they look
Yeah.
goofy
Oh,
as hell.
yeah.
And that ice cream tastes.
But less
eating out of a-
goofy than a cone.
Eating out of a baseball helmet?
yeah, it doesn't. It shouldn't, and it tastes better than normal ice cream. I don't know why.
It looks
does.
fun though.
It does,
Way
but like
better.
you're a grown man walking around with like a mini baseball helmet filled with ice cream and sprinkles. Like it just looks goofy. There's nothing you can do
You,
about it.
you definitely took them all home too.
Yeah.
Oh no, of course. So
Yeah,
I can't have ice cream. I have to have like dairy, like sore
Yeah,
bad.
diarrhea.
We know.
But like if my family ever did, they would save them for me. And when I was a kid, I would have them all like,
Mhm.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Dairy Queen had them, yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Nick also went with ice cream. Frank.
I'm gonna go with the slurping of the cup.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You always want to disguise your body count from the boys.
I mean that sound that
Yeah. Not great.
Klemmer.
I'm gonna go with the ice cream cone here. Adult man having a conversation with an ice cream cone is fantastic.
3-1 in favor of ice cream.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream as well. Ice cream going to move on. Before we do our final four, let's do our last advertiser of the day, which is Manscaped. We talk about Manscaped all the time. They're like, I think one of the, probably like Barstool's number one advertisement or something?
100%.
They do us all the time. Ready to spice up your Thanksgiving as we dive headfirst into the mountains of mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce? Let's talk about the unsung hero of the holiday season, the Manscaped Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. That's right. It's time to go cold turkey on your old razor and take care of your own turkey leg with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. They always do the ad libs and stuff. Usually they're pretty good. Don't let your poor grooming be the topic of dinner conversation this year. With the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, you'll be the talk of the table. It's waterproof, so you can groom wet or dry. And let's face it, we all want to look our best before carving that bird. Plus, it has an LED spotlight that ensures that you don't miss a spot, even in low-light situations. Speaking of carving, the dual skin-safe blade heads are your best teammates. The trimmer blade takes care of business, while the foil blade gives you an irresistibly sleek finish. It's like the winning touchdown at the Thanksgiving table. And for my men that go back for seconds, Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate bundle for all the men that deserve it all. This bad boy has the whole plate and dessert. Included is the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose trimmer, Manscaped's liquid formulations, and 2 free gifts. The gift of Manscaped doesn't stop there. The bundle also comes with 2 free gifts. Again, the Manscaped 2.0 premium underwear and the Shed 2.0 toiletry bag. Get 20% off and free shipping with code LIGHTS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code LIGHTS. Be thankful this holiday season for the best gift of all, Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. Shout out to Manscaped. Now we can do our final four. First up, to get into the finals, the Propeller Hat versus the
What juggernaut.
Juggernaut matchup. Start out with you, Marty Mush.
Wow. Trying to see what would make me more. It's just like, that's what Goofy is to me. It's like, It's not like a hard laugh. It's just like.
But you're pointing to, so you're judging the person.
Yes.
A little bit, yeah?
Yeah, I'm definitely judging the person. I'm going to go with Propeller Hat. I think that's just Goofy 101 to me. Mm-hmm. I really do think so. I'm going to go with Propeller.
Tommy, Propeller Hat or the Yelp? Let's give it a shout. The Yelp, 1-1, Klemmer.
The fact that we're looking up hats to put on Meekville, like the idea that it's going to make us laugh so much, even like weeks later, it has to be the Propeller Hat, I think.
It has to be the Propeller Hat. 2-1 in favor of the Propeller Hat. Frank.
Yahoo!
That was a good one, too.
Yeah.
The New York boys have it. You guys just don't.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Unfortunate.
See?
That's why I'm going Propeller Hat. I think seeing
Stick
Meekville in
the
a
gamble,
Propeller Hat
guys.
at any point in time
Uh-huh.
will bring me joy.
It's 3-2.
Yeah. And remembering that it's billless and like rainbow colored is even funnier. That
The propeller's tiny.
Can we if the Propeller Hat wins, can we put some text on it that says like fill up like winner of bracket 100 or something? Or
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to order it yet. I'm just putting all this together as we speak.
Yeah, Tommy.
I don't know.
Sure, dude.
It'd
Yeah.
be special. It could be cute. It could be special.
Yeah, in many ways, he would have won.
So Propeller Hat going into the finals. On the other side, ice cream licking an ice cream cone while having a conversation with someone, grown ass man, versus the scientist blowing himself up. KB.
and I think the propeller like goes off when he gets nervous.
Yeah, it does.
If he sees a pretty girl.
Yes. He sees like
There's whistles.
Anytime Glennie has a guest in, it's just bills flying.
Anytime he likes it.
ice cream versus the scientist.
The scientist blowing up in his face.
The scientist blowing up in his face, Nick.
Yeah, he's never hurt. His hair sticking straight up. Sometimes it gets longer.
Yeah. Yeah, the scientist 2 votes, Frank.
Science.
Science.
Blew out our mics. Klemmer.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone 3-1 in favor of the scientist.
Yeah, I think definitely the ice cream cone. I want a showdown of ice cream cone Propeller
I kind
Hat,
of want to.
where like, because I think you could argue that
The guys.
licking an ice cream cone while wearing a
It's the goofiest thing of all time.
We're
ultimate.
two different dudes in traffic, like in a fight.
Yeah.
One's licking an ice cream cone.
I'm going ice cream cone.
Ice cream
It's
cone.
More goofy.
I'll vote for the ice cream cone too.
Go.
Wow.
Can we get Meekville an ice cream cone?
Yeah.
When we
Yes.
get-
Oh, absolutely.
All right. This
Yes,
is
I'm
gonna
sure
be
we
great.
could arrange that.
This is a correct finals,
This
by
is
the way.
fantastic.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now: propeller hat versus ice cream cone. I think the actual presented winner will be a guy wearing a propeller hat while eating an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
But for the sake of
If you saw both, what would be goofier?
sanctity of the bracket,
It's odd.
Oh.
sanctity of the bracket, we need to pick one.
I kind of like having a combined winner for bracket 100. I don't know. That could be more sanctity of the.
yeah, that's
Eating an ice cream cone and a propeller hat. It's not complex enough.
it's It's not Hey Arnold wearing a Cookie Monster hat. It's
How about this? Eating an
Yeah.
ice cream cone or wearing a propeller hat and then putting your hand on a radiator.
what and
Oh shit! Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't even know we could do that.
And then it burns or what?
Yes.
What do you see when you do it?
Oh, and then what?
You
What's
yell,
the
yeah.
reaction?
oh, and then he yelps after he. Okay, yeah.
I wish
same guy.
if we went back to the inventions draft, we can just take a pill and have anytime when you're in an argument with, get into a propeller hat and ice cream.
Yeah, just right there.
I think for sanctity of the bracket, we'll pick one.
There's our legend just walked by.
As Meekville comes by.
Yes.
So sanctity of the bracket, we'll just pick one. Marty, propeller hat versus ice cream.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go ice cream cone because I think that I feel like even like a good-looking guy can ruin a hat for me. You know, like I think he could still kind of look good in a propeller hat. Where if you have a cool guys looking at an ice cream cone, it does not. It's always
That could
gonna-
turn you on. That could be kind of a.
Could be hot if anything.
Yeah.
I just don't think so. I think that it's just no matter who you are, you look like such a pussy and a weirdo going like.
Forgetting about chicks.
Yeah, just yeah. I'm going ice cream cone.
Ice cream.
Pretty sure I had a sweatshirt with like a chick in a bikini licking an ice cream cone. It wasn't goofy.
I'm going propeller hat. I think that it is the embodiment of goofiness. I like the idea of having that be the winner and Meekville having to wear it. I also think that that's for bracket number 100, the winner being a propeller hat with no context, just that on its own is funny. So I'm going with the propeller hat.
Going with the propeller hat. Klemmer.
There's something just so simple about even the image of a propeller hat, not even on anybody, just sitting there with the propeller there. That is goofy.
Like what I'm looking at on Kenjac's screen right now is hilarious.
Yeah, like
If I saw one of those like on the side of the road,
yeah, not even on anybody, just sitting there.
That was a
Right
funny
by a car accident.
what happened? Yeah, next to a car accident.
Yeah. Oh no.
Can I have to go back to my choice.
Oh my god!
I was being selfish.
That's the one.
My submission is the ice cream, and I think the propeller has to win. I can't. That's for the honorable of the bracket. I want to put my pride aside, and that's because I'm looking at the Philip, and it's so funny. The propeller's so funny.
Do you think
It's
there's
tiny.
any shot we are able to sell propeller hats at the
If we could sell Durag, we could
Bracket
definitely sell
propeller
fucking
hat.
propeller hats.
I would love to know how this business is doing.
I have no idea. I'm not
One you're
a
buying
I gotta
from.
see this.
I'll send a.
Oh my god,
I'll
that
send a
is-
screenshot for
fantastic.
you guys. It looks tremendous. Klemmer,
yeah, propeller hat.
propeller hat,
Propeller hat.
Frank,
Propeller hat.
propeller hats. Nick,
Come on.
Yeah.
Can you
Same.
Photoshop a propeller hat at the scene of a crime?
Yes.
like draw like a chalk
In front of,
outline
like,
of propeller hat.
Oh, chalk outline with a propeller hat laying next to it.
Coming soon to Netflix.
Imagine the lawyer just being like, "Does the glove fit?" And he's got it on his head.
Does your,
Terror like no other.
does your propeller hat fit you?
Propeller hat doesn't fit. You must have quit.
The propeller hat killer.
I would not be afraid of him.
That's a good killer right there. Way to get in. No way that guy with the hat's gonna kill me with that.
I'm sending you guys the screenshot, by the way, just so you're aware of what the Philip. I want your approval on it first, and for the bracket.
That's perfect.
And then we'll have a picture of Phil. I'm going to try and get this as soon as I can so that I can get a picture of him with the ice cream cone ASAP.
Oh my god! It has the little beads separating the hat and the propeller.
So that's the winner
Oh my god!
of the bracket. Episode 100 is, we'll say the guy eating the ice cream with the propeller hat but it's going to be Meek Phil and the Propeller Hat in general. The winner of this week's episode is Nick of the bracket episode 100. He submitted the Propeller Hat first.
It's the goofiest thing.
He submitted it first. How many people submitted Propeller Hat?
I think someone on Twitter had posted, but I don't really count.
I'm gonna say I'm proud of myself. I've never gotten one that in my own brain to the finals.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's good. That's good.
Ice cream cones.
What? I thought you've won like.
No, actually, Hibernation was mine.
Hey, you won two.
Hibernation, and then the
second
other one was one where we didn't pick them.
It was
They were
just
assigned or
assigned.
something. Yeah.
First, I won one real one.
Yeah. So the winner of the bracket is Propeller Hat, episode 100. Again, thank you everyone for listening. Thank Frank, Klemmer, Mush for joining in. Again, we'll try to get some of the OG crew members back together as soon as we can. Next time we have like a big gathering, we'll see if we can throw that up, put on more of an event for you guys. But until then, we'll see you guys next week.